Shifting into a higher perspective. Shifting into a higher perspective means living with a universe is consciousness attitude. This shift means that you know it's all God even when it doesn't all feel like God. This shift doesn't mean that you have to follow a certain set of behaviors. Being in a higher perspective doesn't mean that you never feel sad or weep, but that when you weep fully, and when you're done weeping, you stop. When you live in a universe is consciousness perspective, you're not trapped by the past or afraid of the future. You have equal respect for everyone and everything. You know that everyone who comes before you is a manifestation of consciousness, even telemarketers calling you on the phone. Although it's fine to cut conversations short with certain forms of supreme consciousness. Swami Lakshmanju, one of the great teachers of Kashmir Shaivism, said, "You can recognize Lord Shiva through the universe, not by abandoning it, but by observing and experiencing God consciousness in the very activity of the world." Does the world really exist? Philosophers through the ages have considered this question. Does the world really exist, or does it not really exist? According to some spiritual philosophies, the answer is both. The world exists and it doesn't exist. One scripture uses the analogy of a reflection in a mirror to describe what the manifested world is like. You have a mirror that is showing an entire city in its reflection, but without there being any actual form of the city in front of the mirror. There's just the reflection. So the question is, does that city exist? Well, it does exist because the reflection is there. But does the city exist independent of the mirror? No, not in this analogy. Can the contents of the image of the city change the mirror at all? No. Does the mirror care if the things being reflected in it are beautiful or ugly? Probably not. This is where the idea of equality consciousness comes in, where you see this whole universe as a reflection in the perfectly pure consciousness that exists before, during, and after all creation. That mirror of consciousness is your true nature, and upon the face of that mirror plays the whole saga of this world and your life. To the pure, elevated part of yourself that is supreme consciousness, it doesn't matter if you have pleasant or unpleasant experiences. These events and experiences are merely reflections, playing upon the pure mirror of your soul.